I've chosen a path that most mountain leaders that I meet have overlooked.
Welcome to my Lake District mountain guiding vlog. It is just about 4:20 in the morning. Time goes faster earlier in the morning. Like, I can literally just sit on the bed doing nothing for an hour. I have to keep moving.
The way that I see it is there are two paths that you can take as a mountain leader. The first path is you can be a freelance mountain leader. The second path is you can find your own clients and work for yourself.
I just kind of threw all my kit in a pile on the floor. This GorillaPod thing is shockingly bad. Right, anyway, I need to pack this stuff.
First path involves building a rapport with the company that you're going to be working for. So that means that you would have to obviously send all your details in, do some guiding for them. So that could be big groups, challenges, small groups, day hikes. You know, you've got to just keep working hard for them, and you've got to show that you can voice their values to the clients, and then you'll keep getting more work. The first path also involves juggling with bookings. For example, Easter weekend's just been and the Lake District was packed full of tourists. Now, I guarantee that some of the mountain leaders out there will have had two companies come to them at the same time and say, "We need you to guide for us." Now, this presents an obstacle. Which one do you decide? Maybe one company's offering you more money, maybe the other company's offering you less money but more consistent work. The other company's offering you a trail that you really like or a challenge that you really like. I've always felt loyal to these guys. And you've got this dilemma starting to occur, and you've got to take a risk and go with one or the other. If you haven't experienced this as a mountain leader yet, you're lucky, or it's just around the corner. Second path, finding your own clients and working for yourself, also has a huge negative. It takes ages to get the bookings because nobody knows who you are.
Trying to pack pretty light today, so I've literally got the essentials because I'm taking a rope. I don't know these clients. Literally just got an email the other night, so and they want to go on steep, scrambly type terrain. It's not a scramble, but it's steep, and taking a rope is probably a good idea, but I do not intend to use the rope, but it's just there in case.
For the past few years, I've been struggling to get more than a couple of bookings per year. This year, things seem to be shifting. It's showing me that patience and persistence are paying off. Let me explain how. For the first couple of years after becoming a qualified mountain leader, I was lucky enough to land some funding from the National Health Service and the Youth Service in my local area. This gave me a taste of what it's like to find your own clients and then develop your own mountain adventures. After a couple of years, unfortunately, the funding started to dry up, and I had to turn to freelancing. Working for other companies, it felt like I was losing my voice. You know, the whole reason that I guide people out in the hills, the whole reason that I became a mountain leader in the first place, all those values that I hold dear to me were starting to become weaker and weaker. I was kind of losing my own perspective.
On the second section of the day, I can ditch the rope, so my pack will be even lighter again. The potential is that we'll be walking in the night time, so I'll take extra warm kit then instead.
This is because the clients that I was working with are coming because of the values that the company promotes that I'm guiding for. When those clients come, they expect to get what they've read on the website, what it says on the tin. And so my perspective no longer really matters. I have to uphold the values and the perspective, the vision of the company that I'm working for as a freelance mountain leader.
The plan now is to get my bag in the car. I've made myself a coffee, so I'm pretty much good to go. I just need my body to wake up.
So I chose to start promoting my own guided mountain adventures. Within like the first year, I got 2 bookings to guide on a yoga retreat. I took a step back, I stopped freelancing for these companies, and I started to share my perspective of what it is to be out in the mountains on social media. That led to a face-to-face conversation with the guys who run a yoga retreat. They found my vision inspiring. As I started guiding on this yoga retreat, I made short vlogs and I also did some photography, and then I shared it with the people on the retreat. So I was basically creating connections, I was networking while I've been on these yoga retreats. Through making friends, I've then landed myself with a beautiful website. I launched the website summer last year and I had 0 business from it. But as winter came, I started focusing more on Woven Spirit, on our crochet business. But I continued to show that I'm going out to the mountains even in the winter, and I continued that story of me being outdoors. And then the cold weather passed, spring landed, and so did the emails. I received an email last week asking if I could guide 2 clients over 2 classic routes in the Lake District on a day hike. One of those classic routes being Scarfell Pike, the highest point in England. Obviously, I said yes. I'm at Ullswater, should be there in the next kind of 2 minutes, and we're gonna hit the trail. Push! 2 ladies escaping their London office to breathe some fresh air and find perspective in the mountains, approaching the challenging sections of the route calmly and with confidence, accepting exposure and capitalising on the energy and excitement the steep crags and rough terrain offer. And this is exactly what I dreamed I could provide. So for me, the second path is the only way, because through being patient and persistent, I can provide the people who choose me as their guide the opportunity to experience the mountains from a different perspective. Don't get me wrong, please don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying that that I'm better than the other companies. I mean, if you like being ushered over the mountains and taking photographs with your mobile phone, that's cool, that's awesome, go for it. It's just, I invested in this amazing little point and shoot so that I can give my clients a quality image at the end of the mountain experience, which will hopefully remind them of the experience and the feelings that they felt on the day out. I mean, look at this. Anyway guys, subscribe, hit the like button, and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave all the links for everything in the description below. Look out for the next video. Stay tuned. You're going to see a vlog of the Highlands of Scotland in a bit. Goodbye. If you want to see how I pack for a mountain day with clients, then you can go to my Patreon page where I am covering all that stuff.